Welcome back. Now, you got to be an overly sensitive ding-a-ling to watch ESPN nowadays. We all know that. At least that's what the network seems to think. Yesterday, we learned that ESPN pulled an Asian American announcer named Robert Lee from a University of Virginia football game because his name might be offensive to viewers. Now, given its resemblance to Confederate General Robert E. Lee, many people initially thought this was a story in The Onion. But the network later confirmed the move, saying, "It's a shame that this is even a topic of conversation, and we regret that who calls play-by-play for a football game has become an issue." Yeah, there's a reason it's become an issue. It's because they made it one. And this is just the latest example of ESPN forcing politics on the same viewers who tune in to sporting events to escape the world. The network has lost 2.8 million subscribers just in the past year alone, with many of them citing the network's insistence on politicizing their broadcast as a major reason. So, when will ESPN learn that, as shocking as it sounds, sports fans prefer to watch sports? I know who does. He's the host of the Greg Gutfeld Show and co-host of The Five on the Fox News Channel, Greg Gutfeld.
This is the greatest story
so amazing.
Ever on earth, because it accomplishes so many things. Number one, it revokes the sports card from ESPN. They can no longer cover sports because they can't handle it. They're too sensitive. They should become a 100% craft network. Just cover crafts.
Yeah.
Crochet, spin art.
They should change the name of the network to Michaels.
I love Michaels. I can get lost for an afternoon there. I do a lot of wood sculpturing.
I didn't know that about
That's what I tell the authorities. You know, the ESPN came up with an excuse for this. Did you see this? Originally, everybody was laughing at the fact that they were worried. His name's Robert Lee. But they said they were trying to save the reporter from possible memes, from people actually making jokes about him. And I sat for at least 20 minutes trying to come up with a joke about this, and I couldn't. But that's probably more, it says more about me. But the fact is, it's a lousy...
You were there in front of your meme generator?
Yeah, I was going,
come to me now!
Come up with a joke. But it was like, you know... Now, he was like, well, anyway, I was going to use kind of a bathroom allegory to it, but I decided not to.
Oh, good for you. Self-editing.
I know.
Very rare on this show.
I've learned a lot from you, Kennedy. By the way, your name, Kennedy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
offensive to many.
It's offensive to a lot of people.
But what I think would be the most delicious twist of irony would be if this Robert Lee, the Asian American journalist who has worked very hard to get to the point where he's calling play-by-play for ESPN football games, if he were actually a fan of the Confederacy.
Exactly.
That would be the best.
Because Robert Lee has some good ideas. that would be amazing. But you know what? You could do to ESPN. You could say, wow. Is this racist?
It is racist.
Is it because he has an Asian last name?
Yeah.
I think ESPN can say, of course not. That's not true.
No, they've gone
well, how do I know that?
Circle on
how do
racism.
I know that? Yeah.
And you know, their reaction, they're being so reactionary, and taking him off the air just shows that they don't have trust in this person, and their trust, they undermine their own trust because of his ethnicity.
I swore I would not use the word snowflake anymore because I hate it's just such an overused cliche.
Yeah.
But this is a pure. They assume that this guy can't. This adult who's in TV broadcasting can't handle somebody making fun of his name.
Yeah, as if he's never heard that before in his life.
Yes, exactly. He was probably named after a Kennedy. Robert Kennedy.
Yes, exactly right.
I don't know.
And perhaps his parents were Camelot Democrats as well.
Who knows? We don't know anything. You know, we don't know anything about this fellow.
No. Greg, always. You're a fixture in our hearts.
Yes.
And on two networks simultaneously.
The 5 is really just 1 plus 4.
Let's be honest. I mean, come on. A lot of dead weight you're dragging over there.
Thank God that this is on when the 5's on, right? So they're not going to see this.
Oh, no, it's right before. They're watching. Everyone's snacking on melons.
Yeah, that's right. Delicious, delicious green room melons.
Succulent,
yes.
Yet God's candy.
Yes.
Greg Gutfeld, thank you so much.